Hello everyone, I know I've been a bit missing in action lately. Well, mainly on YouTube and TikTok, not so much. I've tried to stay on my Facebook page the most because that's kind of like where my business sort of stuff is taking place. For anyone who's just new to watching this video, I crochet and I knit, so I'm trying to make a business out of it. Do something I love, because I always was the type of person to say, I want a simple life, I just want a simple job. I regret saying that! Like, literally, I don't want to do it anymore. I just want to be doing something I love. So yeah, I'm a busy lady, especially this week. I've got an event on Sunday to get ready for. We've got like a little like garage jumble sale. I've asked if I can join in because I am more functioning as a business, not just like clearing out my attic or my garage then. So that's what I'm doing. I'm going to do that on Sunday. They've said I can do it. You can go ahead. I have got a commissioned piece to work on as well. I've got to make 4 green scrunchies, school-based scrunchies, so their school is green in colour. So I've got 2 done. Yeah. We're going to make a third. It's already kind of halfway complete, look. But yeah, that's one of the jobs today to do. I will stop at the 3rd one because I'll be like, right, I'm 75% clear. I can now work on some of the stuff ready for Sunday because I've got a cardigan. Wait for it. Wait for it. Boom. Work it. That's up there. So that's another hexy cardigan. My 2nd hexy cardigan I might want to add. So I'm not a seasoned hexy cardigan maker. Trying to make that make sense was hard, alright? So yeah, I got that to finish off by Sunday. I've got some pumpkins that are just flat pieces at the moment that need to be sewn up, stuffed, made a little bit more pumpkin-like then. Because at the moment they're just flat pieces of work. Also, just to throw a spanner in the works, I'm a mum to a 2-year-old, so time is not... Yeah, time isn't there for mummy. So, 4 scrunchies by tomorrow, I'm hoping. They'll be done by tomorrow. Hexy cardigan to be done by Sunday. Pumpkins to also be done by Sunday. I've also got to mock up a pricing list for my husband because he's the one in charge of the stall on Sunday as I work. I work at the weekends. He offered. So I'm not just springing this upon him like, oi, be my crochet and sit on a table and sell my stuff, please. Thank you, sir, very much. Stuff is happening, which, you know, I've been doing this crochet malarkey for 6 months. I've been trying to do buying, like, you know, selling stuff. Not buying, I've been buying a lot of stuff. Mainly yarn, okay? Okay, now I'm just going to connect it. Just do this by doing a slip stitch. The only thing I will say with fuzzy velvet, guys, is it's finding your stitches. Like, because they're all fuzzy, they're not as visible as I would like them to be. So yeah, and then I'll just bring it through one more time to seal it off. Lovely. All done. Well, I'm not all done. I've got to sew it in yet. You know, these would be cute for as well. St. Patrick's Day. So, like, in England, and generally the Irish will celebrate St. Patrick's Day. So they'll get dressed up, go out drinking and, you know, have a good time. And yeah, greens is like the dress code then, we'll call it. 1, 2, 3. So, got 3 of them. Ready for my customer. Don't they look cute, honestly? Like, who wouldn't like them in their little girl's hair? They're cute. So yeah, we've got 3 of those done. I am just going to sew my ends in. Look how gorgeous that is, honestly. Sorry, I haven't got straight hands, so I wish I could showcase it a bit better than that, but that's as good as you're going to get, I'm afraid, from me. Okay, so now the scrunchies are done, I'm putting pause on that for a bit. I'm now going to move on to my pumpkin set. I also have some little bees downstairs that need assembling. I've stuffed their little bodies, but they've got the wings that need to be put on them. And I've got to do their little faces as well. I'm making bumblebee key rings. They're also hopefully going to be done by Sunday. So we're going to do this pumpkin set here that I've got. I've got 2 big purple pumpkins, hopefully. I've bought a smaller yarn for the sewing side of things. So we've got 2 big purple pumpkins, 2 medium-sized black pumpkins, and 2 small orange pumpkins. I may start with the small ones, because, well, the aim today really is just to get them so they're round and pumpkin-shaped. I can worry about the stalks later on, when I've got a bit of time in the evening. I will do that. So, yeah, that's what we're doing next. I'm going to start with the orange ones, just because they're smaller. cuter and quite easy to do. Okay, so I have this like long tail bit here. That's going to be like my sewing yarn. Okay, so I'm just folding that in half so I can sew up the end, the side. I'm just going to do whip stitch right until the top. So that's just like an over, poke through, then over again, poke through, kind of like thing. I'll meet back with you when I've sewn this up. Okay, nearly at the top, guys. And I'll show you what I do after this bit. Once you learn to make a ball as well, it's like, the possibilities are endless. That's how I've ended up making the bumblebees now. I haven't followed a pattern. There's similar work out there, but I've done different colours and stuff that other people haven't done. I mean, it's obviously still like yellow and brown. It's a bee, for Christ's sakes. But I've done blue wings for mine, whereas others have done white. Now we're at the top, like it should look a little bit like a jumper cuff. That's how I like to say it. It looks a bit like a jumper cuff. So like imagine if it was like a sleeve or something, and you'd have that little bit that your hand goes through. Kind of like that. Which obviously you're thinking, my God, that's not a pumpkin. What's she trying to sell here? But yeah, no, we're going to make it into one. So now we're at the top. You got to weave in and out. So like you go in with your needle and then poke it back out. And you do that all the way around until you meet back and you're in like a full circle. Then the string we've got becomes like a drawstring. So go in, out again. This isn't the best angle and I'm going to apologise, guys. I ain't got a lot of places I can film. This is the best area for lighting, so that's why I'm here. My kitchen is so damn dark. We don't want you involved, little string. So then, in, out. And try not to get your yarn caught on your work. So in, out. So obviously getting this as close to the top as you can, because otherwise you'll end up with something with ruffles probably. If you go too low down, the top will like kind of pucker up, I guess. So like it'll look like, you know, your pumpkins send you a little kiss. And there's like wrinkly lips at the top. I think we're nearly there. Doesn't take long. Like I said, the actual time-consuming bit is making the flat piece. Okay, are we all the way around? That's one way to find out. And you just pull on it and it like creates like a little suction. So now it looks like a little mini backpack, doesn't it? But yeah, then to keep it sucked shut, we're gonna poke our needle through the top. We're gonna be turning it inside out in a minute, so it doesn't matter too much on this side if it doesn't look that crazily neat. Okay, when you feel it's secure enough, I always like to go 3 or 4 times, and then when you're satisfied with it, you just snip it off. This is the fun bit. This is where we get to stuffing it. Yeah, I think we're good. Obviously, I can only work as long as my baby is asleep, as soon as he wakes up, so I don't know how good this video is going to be, and it may be that I won't get everything done, but I'm going to certainly try and make a dent, put it that way. So now we've stuffed it. It's got some stuffing inside of it. We're basically going to do the same as what we did a second ago, where we weave in and weave out again. So I'm going to put a little knot in my string, my yarn, just so it doesn't come through the work itself. I feel like 2 should be enough. We'll find out, won't we? I've made these loads of times, but I can never tell if the needle or the yarn's going to be thin enough to get through the little crochet holes or not. Going in and out again. I honestly love making these, because I know Halloween isn't for like another month yet, but you got to get on that bandwagon. Like retail, they're getting the Christmas stuff out. I know, because I work in retail. They're getting the Christmas advent calendars out. It's all popping off. But it's good for like if you're like a parent like me, doesn't have the biggest income. You can start doing your Christmas shopping nice and early, can't you? Oh, I think it has gone through as well. Look at you! Why would you be like this? Oh, we're going to need another knot, I think, in our work. Alright, it's slightly fatter now, so with a bit of luck, hopefully it won't fall through. It's still going through. Damn, that's unfortunate. Alright, I'm going to have to keep making knots, I'm afraid, guys. Till I know it's too big to fit through the hole. I'm really hoping that's big enough, because if it's not, Jesus. It is struggling now to get through, so... But I feel like if I gave it a good tug, it'd still get through. God, gotta love it, ain't ya? Like, not everything runs as smoothly as you'd like it to be honest. Alright, I think we're good now. I think that's going to be fat enough. We're there. We've sucked it fully round. So yeah, I'm going to suction this shut again. I'm going to try and pull it shut as far as I can. It's starting to look more like a pumpkin now, isn't it? Like, is looking a lot better than it did like 5 seconds ago. Again, weaving through the top, because otherwise it might just come out, it'll unsuction itself and you'll have stuffing spilling out all over the place, and that will be exciting, won't it? This is just to make sure it stays shut, to be honest. Now it looks a little bouncy at the moment, but bear with. Now for the real fun part, to make it actually look kind of pumpkin-like. We're going to go all the way through the base of the pumpkin. Now for this, I do tend to like swap over for a longer needle because it gets a bit difficult to do a fun the other end of it. Now, there's the end of the needle, so at least I can actually get to it. If it's easier, you can squish your pumpkin down a bit and it might push it through a bit further. We basically do that, we just draw it through the centre a good few times. Same this side. Right. Squish it through. Like you can see, it's like making more of a pumpkin shape now. Because what this string is doing is basically acting as like a compressor. So putting it through a good few times is making the pumpkin squash to more of a squash shape, basically. And then once this is done, and it's also neatening up, so my base, that's now my base. That's my top. Because that's the pretty side, you know? That's the side I want people to see. That can get hidden. So I'm going to put that through one more time. Then we're going to snip it off. Same process for the larger pumpkins. There's not really much of a difference, to be honest. So yeah, snip that as close as you can without snipping the work itself. Got a bit of yarn left over, but I will just go and put that in my yarn scrap bag for later. So it doesn't go to waste. So that's the base, that's the top. Now just imagine that with a stalk. Won't it look cute? Beautiful. Yeah, we're going to make 2 of those, 2 slightly bigger black ones, and 2 massive purple ones. So we've got that to do yet. We've got that to do. I've got my purple ones, which I think they're going to be gorgeous. I can't wait to see what these are going to look like. So yeah, I'll meet back with you, because it's getting on for 12 where I am, and my baby will be awake by 12:30, 1 o'clock. Which is plenty of time to get on with the work, but not so much for the filming. So, lovely to see you. Check back in with me, and pop me a little subscribe if you fancy it. Subscribe, follow, like, do all that exciting stuff. Like I said, I wish I could get online a lot more often, but I have factors preventing me. But as of next week, my little rugrat goes to nursery. So we're a lot more freed up. And I'll continue with another video then. Okay, so yeah. We're not all done. I knew I wouldn't be. My idea of like how fast I can crochet is probably in my head. I think I can go a lot quicker than I give myself credit. But in the 2 hours of freedom that we've had, I've managed to stuff both my orange pumpkins. They're all done. Nice and pumpkin shaped. I have also done 1 big black pumpkin too. Which, you know, you can't really see it that well because it's black. But yeah, there it is. And the base and all that. So that's the size they are. I will try and get it so you can see them a bit better. So yeah, you've got little orange one that can go on top, so then you can see how big the darker one is. And yeah, nice. Just 1 more to cover my face up, you know. And we've also achieved making a 3rd scrunchie. The other 2 I did yesterday and this morning, and this was the 3rd one that I actually did do during this 2 hours. So yeah, pretty good going personally. We've got quite a lot done there, and hopefully as the week goes on I can do the remaining 3. I've got my 2 purple pumpkins left, and I've got 1 more black pumpkin left to do, and I've got my bees. So let's make this a series, why not? So I'm going to go and put these back where they belong, which is usually on my dining table. That's where everything kind of lives. It's a bit chaotic down there. But that's where I plan to film in the future. I just need to get a better lighting, because my back door lets a lot of light in, so I can't have the camera pointing that way because it just glares through the lens. It's an eyesore, really, is where I'm going to go with that. So yeah, I'm going to pop these down on the dining table, and we'll continue and see how the week goes.